A Continuous Care Retirement Center, Ccrc, Guide. Chapter 1. Continuous Care Retirement Centers. Continuous Care Retirement Centers / CCRCs. Midway between nursing homes and retirement communities is a concept called continuous care or life care, which are basically retirement communities with medical facilities and healthcare included in the package. There are usually studio, 1, 2-bedroom and bigger apartments where the people live, and should they get sick, their medical needs are attended to. The people can live independently, or for a fee, they can have maids and nurses come in to help them out. When they get very frail, they can move to the on-site assisted living facility, or for the very sick, the on-site skilled care facility. Most of these places are expensive, with a high upfront fee ranging anywhere from $5,000 to over $100,000 and a monthly fee anywhere from $500 to over $1,000. Most people go there with the intention of staying for the rest of their lives. Despite the high prices, they're popular and many have waiting lists. Some of the fees could be: entry fee, monthly service fee, lifetime agreement for service, modified plans of service, fee for service, purchase of home or condo on grounds. Continuous Care Retirement Center websites. Contact the following organization for information about continuous care retirement centers in your local area: carepathways.com/ccrcx.cfm, newlifeestile.com, 800-820-3013, information on retirement communities, assisted living, nursing homes, home and hospice care. Continuing Care Accreditation Commission. American Association of Homes and Services for the Aging. 901 E St. N.W. Number 500. Washington, D.C. 20004. 202-783-2242. 800-508-9442. ccrconline.org. ASA.org. They accredit the facilities with the highest standards. Ask about their list of books and list of facilities in your area. American Association of Homes and Services for the Aging. 901 E St. N.W. Number 500. Washington, D.C. 20004-2037. 202-783-2242. 202-434-2277. 202-296-5960. 800-424-3410. 800-508-9442. Fax, 202-783-2255. ASA.org. They offer a list of CCRCs across the country. American Association of Older Persons. AARP 601 E St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20049. 800-424-3410. AARP.org. General information. National Consumers League. 815 15th St. Northwest. Number 928. Washington, D.C. 20005. 800-639-8140. nclnet.org. Consumer watchdog organization which processes complaints and offers pamphlets. Chapter 2. Continuous Care Retirement Centers by State. Some of the major continuing care facilities are listed here. There are many more than this, especially in the southern states like Florida, and many more opening all the time to accommodate the nouveau emerging senior class. Pennsylvania and Virginia have many life care retirement centers. If writing, preface your letter with Retirement Center. SunriseSeniorLiving.com, assisted living communities everywhere. Alabama. Kirkwood. 3605 Radcliffe Road. Birmingham, Alabama 35210. 205-956-2184. 125 or so residents. Westminster Village. Spanish FT, AL 36527. 205-626-7007. 225 or so residents. Arizona. Pueblo Norte 7090 E Mezcal. Scottsdale, Arizona 85254. 602-483-3999. 100 or so residents. Royal Oaks. 10015 Royal Oaks Avenue. Sun City, Arizona 85351. 602-974-2583. 500 or so residents. Westminster Village. 9832 North Hayden Road. Scottsdale, Arizona 85253. 602-483-2449. Arkansas. Butterfield Trail Village. 1923 East Joyce St. Fayetteville, Arkansas 72703. 501-442-7220. 150 or so residents. Woodland Heights. 87,000 Riley Drive. Little Rock, Arkansas 72205. 501-224-4242. 75 or so residents. California. Aldersley. 326 Mission Avenue. San Rafael, California 94901. 415-453-7425. 100 or so residents. Alhambra 2400 South Fremont Avenue. Alhambra, California 91803. 626-289-6211. Atherton Baptist Homes. 214 S Atlantic. Alhambra, California 91801. 626-289-4178. Bixby Knolls 3737 Atlantic Avenue. Long Beach, California 90807. 213-426-6123. 350 or so residents. Brethren Hillcrest. 2705 MTN. View Drive. La Verne, California 91750. 714-593-4917. 500 or so residents. Carlsbad by the Sea / Lutheran Health Facility. 2855 Carlsbad Boulevard. Carlsbad, California 92008. 760-729-4983. Carmel Valley Manor. 8545 Carmel Valley Road. Carmel, California 93923. 408-624-1281. 250 or so residents. Casa Dorinda. 300 Hot Springs Road. Montecito, California 93108. 805-969-8011. 350 or so residents. Channing House. 850 Webster St. Palo Alto, California 94301. 415-327-0950. 280 or so residents. Covenant House. 2125 North Olive Avenue. Turlock, California 95380. 209-632-9976. 220 or so residents. Grand Lakes Gardens. 401 Santa Clara Avenue. Oakland, California 94610. 510-893-8897. 100 or so residents. Heritage. 3400 Laguna St. SF, California 94123. 415-567-6900. 120 or so residents. Hillcrest. 2705 MTN. View Drive. La Verne, California 91750. 909-593-4917. Hollenbrook Home. 573 South Boyle Avenue. La, California 90033. 213-263-6195. 250 or so residents. Inland Christian Home. 1950 SMTN. Ave. Ontario, California 91761. 714-983-0084. 200 or so residents. Lake Park. 1850 Alice St. Oakland, California 94612. 415-835-5511. 275 or so residents. La Serena. 3575 North Moore Park Road. Thousand Oaks, California 91360. 805-492-2471. 100 or so residents. Los Gatos Meadows. 110 Wood Road. Los Gatos, California 95030. 408-354-0211. 230 or so residents. Mt. Miguel Covenant House. 325 Kempton St. Spring Valley, California 92077. 619-479-4790. 300 or so residents. Mt. San Antonio Gardens. 900 E. Harrison. Pomona, California 91767. 909-624-5061. 475. Piedmont Gardens. 110 41st St. Oakland, California 94611. 510-654-7172. 450 or so residents. Pilgrim Haven. 373 Pine Lane. Los Altos, California 94022. 650-948-8291. 200 or so residents. Plymouthville. 900 Salem Drive. Redlands, California 92373. 909-793-1233. Quaker Gardens. 12151 Dale St. Stanton, California 90680. 714-530-9100. 300 or so residents. Redwood Tur. 710 West 13th Avenue. Escondido, California 92025. 760-747-4306. Regents PT. 19191 Harvard Avenue. Irvine, California 92612. 714-509-2201. Rosewood. 1301 New Steen Road. Bakersfield, California 93309. 805-834-0620. 200 or so residents. Royal Oaks 1763 Royal Oaks Drive. Duarte, California 91010. 626-359-9371. Samarkand. 2550 Treasure Drive. Santa Barbara, California 93105. 805-687-0701. 300 or so residents. San Joaquin Gardens. 5555 North Fresno St. Fresno, California 93710. 209-439-4770. 400 or so residents. Sequoias. 1400 Geary Boulevard. SF, California 94109. 415-992-9700. 400 or so residents. Sequoias 501 Portola Road. Portola Valley, California 94028. 650-851-1501. Solheim Lutheran Home. 2236 Merton Avenue. La, California 90041. 213-257-7518. Sunnyview 22445 Cupertino Road. Cupertino, California 95014. 408-253-4300. Tamalpay. 501 via Casitas. Greenbury, California 94904. 415-461-2300. Valle Verde. 900 Calle de los Amigos. Santa Barbara, California 93105. 805-687-1571. 400 or so residents. Villa Gardens. 842 E Villa Pasadena, California 91101. 626-356-0553. Walnut Manor. 891 South Walnut St. Anaheim, California 92802. 714-776-7150. Westminster. 1420 Santo Domingo Avenue. Duarte, California 91010. 626-358-2569. White Sands. 7450 Olivetas Avenue. La Jolla, California 92037. 619-450-5100. 300 or so residents. Windsor Manor. 1230 East Windsor Road. Glendale, California 91205. 818-244-7219. 200 or so residents. Colorado. Medallion. 1719 E Bijou. Colorado Springs, Colorado 80909. 303-471-4800. 130 or so residents. Medallion West. 417 East Kiowa St. Colorado Springs, Colorado 80903. 303-471-2578. 130 or so residents. Sunny Acres Villa. 2501 East 104th Avenue. Denver, Colorado 80233. 303-452-4181. 500 or so residents. Villa Pueblo Towers. 1111 Bonfort Boulevard. Pueblo, Colorado 81001. 303-545-5911. 200 or so residents. Connecticut. Arbors. 403 West Center St. Manchester, Connecticut 06040. 860-647-9343. Ashlar Village. 22 Masonic Avenue. Wallingford, Connecticut 06492. 203-949-4400. Covenant Village/Pilgrim Manor. 52 Missionary Road. Cromwell, Connecticut 06416. 860-635-5511. 400 or so residents. Doncaster. 40 Lurfler Road. Bloomfield, Connecticut 06002. 203-726-2000. 250 or so residents. Elim Place. 140 Cook Hill Road. Cheshire, Connecticut 06410. 203-272-3547. Masonic Home. Pop 70. Wallingford, Connecticut 06492. 203-326-5931. 700 or so residents. 30/30 Park. 3030 Park Avenue. Bridgeport, Connecticut 06604. 203-374-5611. Whitney Center. 200 Leader Hill Drive. Hamden, Connecticut 06517. 203-281-6745. 300 or so residents. Delaware. Cokesbury Village. Lancaster Pike and Loville RD. Hawkesson, Delaware 19707. 302-239-2371. 400 or so residents. Methodist Country House. 4830 Kennett Pike. Wilmington, Delaware 19807. 302-654-5101. 300 or so residents. Methodist Manor House. 1001 Middleford Road. Seaford, Delaware 19973. 302-6629-4593. 275. Westminsterville. 1175 McKee Road. Dover, Delaware 19904. 302-674-8030. District of Columbia. Presbyterian Home. 3050 Military Road. NW. Washington, D.C. 20015. 202-363-8310. Thomas House. 1330 Massachusetts Avenue. NW. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-628-3844. 220 or so residents. Florida. Abbey Del Rey. 2000 Lawson Boulevard. Delray Beach, Florida 33445. 305-278-3249. 500 or so residents. Bay Village. 8400 Vamo Road. Sarasota, Florida 33581. 941-966-5611. 500 or so residents. Bentleyville. 561 Bentley Village. CT. Naples, Florida 34110. 941-598-3153. Bishop Gray Inn. Davenport, FL. 800-332-4961. Canterbury Tower. 3501 Bayshore Boulevard. Tampa, Florida 33629. 813-837-1083. 150 or so residents. Covenant Village. 9201 West Broward Boulevard. Plantation, Florida 33324. 305-472-2860. 350 or so residents. East Ridge. 19301 Southwest 87th Avenue. Miami, Florida 33157. 305-238-2623. 400 or so residents. Edgewater Point 23315 Blue Water Circle. Boca Raton, Florida 33433. 561-391-6305. Florida United Presbyterian Homes. 16 Lake Hunter Drive. Lakeland, Florida 33803. 941-688-5521. 350 or so residents. Freedom Village. 6401 21st St. Bradenton, Florida 33529. 813-792-7276. 400 or so residents. Indian River Estates. 2250 Indian Creek Boulevard West. Vero Beach, Florida 32966. 561-562-7400. Indian River Estates. 7730 Indian Oaks Drive. Vero Beach, Florida 32966. 561-770-1900. John Knox Village. 651 Southwest 6th St. Pompona Beach, Florida 33060. 954-783-4000. 700 or so residents. Mayflower. 1620 Mayflower Court. Winter PK, FL 32792. 407-672-1620. Moorings Park. 120 Moorings Park Drive. Naples, Florida 33942. 941-261-1616. 450 or so residents. Orlando Lutheran Towers. 300 East Church St. Orlando, Florida 32801. 305-425-1033. 330 or so residents. Palm Shores. 830 North Shore Drive. St. Petersburg, Florida 33701. 813-894-2102. 250 or so residents. St. Andrews North Estates. 6152 En Verde Tr. Boca Raton, Florida 33433. 561-487-5500. 450 or so residents. St. Andrews Estates. 6054 Es Verde Tr. Boca Raton, Florida 33433. 561-487-6200. St. Mark. 2655 Nebraska Avenue. Palm HBR, FL 33563. 813-785-2576. 400 or so residents. Shell Point Village. Shell PT. Boulevard. FT. Myers, Florida 33908. 941-454-2156. 1000 or so residents. Southwest Florida. 950 Tamiami Trail South. Venice, Florida 33595. 813-484-9753. 400 or so residents. Vickers Landing. 1000 Vickers Landing Way. Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida 32082. 904-273-1701. Westminster Asbury. 1700 21st Avenue West. Bradenton, Florida 34205. 941-748-4161. Westminster Oaks. 4449 Meandering Way. Tallahassee, Florida 32308. 407-839-0700. 210 or so residents. Westminster Towers. 70 West Lucerne Circle. Orlando, Florida 32801. 407-841-1310. Winter Park Towers. 1111 South Lakemont Avenue. Winter PK, FL 32792. 407-647-4083. 400 or so residents. Georgia. Lenbrook SQ. 3747 Peachtree Road. Atlanta, Georgia 30319. 404-233-3000. 350 or so residents. Hawaii. Ardadaya. 1434 Punahou St. Honolulu, Hawaii 96822. 808-941-0941. 350 or so residents. Idaho. Sunny Ridge Manor. 2609 Sunnybrook Drive. Nampa, Idaho 83651. 208-467-7298. 180 or so residents. Illinois. Admiral, The. 909 West Foster Avenue. Chicago, Illinois 60640. 773-561-2900. Beacon Hill. 2400 South Finley Road. Lombard, Illinois 60148. 312-6620-5850. 370 or so residents. Bethany Methodist Home. 5025 North Paulina St. Chicago, IL 040. 312-271-9040. 200 or so residents. Christian Homes. Lincoln, IL. 800-535-8717. Covenant Village. 2625 Techney Road. Northbrook, Illinois 60062. 847-480-6380. 280 or so residents. DeKalb 2944 Greenwood Acres Drive, DeKalb, Illinois 60115. 815-756-8461. Friendship Village, 350 West Schaumburg Road, Schaumburg, Illinois 60194. 847-884-5000. 750 or so residents. Homestead, Fabian Parkway and RT 31. Batavia, Illinois 60510. 630-879-4000. 600 or so residents. Presbyterian Home, 3200 Grant St. Evanston, Illinois 60201. 847-492-2900. 500 or so residents. Wesley Willows, 4141 North Rockton Avenue, Rockford, Illinois 61103. 815-654-2530. Indiana, Four Seasons 1901 Taylor Road, Columbus, Indiana 47203. 812-372-8481. Greencroft, 1721 Greencroft Boulevard, Goshen, Indiana 46527. 219-537-4000. 900 or so residents. Greenwood, 295 Village Lane, Greenwood, Indiana 46142. 317-881-2591. 400 or so residents. Hoosier, 5300 West 96th St. Indianapolis, Indiana 46268. 317-873-3349. Indiana Masonic Homes, 690 State St. Franklin, Indiana 46131. 317-736-6141. 600 or so residents. Lutheran Homes, 6701 South Anthony Boulevard, Ft. Wayne, Indiana 46816. 219-447-1591. 550 or so residents. Marquette Manor, 8140 Township Line Road, Indianapolis, Indiana 46260. 317-875-9700. Peabody, 400 West 7th St. N. Manchester, Indiana 46962. 219-982-8616. St. Paul's 3602 South Ironwood Drive, S. Bend, Indiana 46614. 219-291-8205. Townhouse, 2209 St. Joseph Center RD, Ft. Wayne, Indiana 46825. 219-483-3116. United Methodist, Warren, Indiana 46792. 219-375-2201. 420 or so residents. Wesley Manor, 1555 N Main SST. Frankfort, Indiana 46041. 317-59-1811. 340 or so residents. Westminster, 11050 Presbyterian Drive, Indianapolis, Indiana 46236. 317-823-6841. 150 or so residents. Iowa, Friendship Haven, S. Kenyon RD, Ft. Dodge, Iowa 50501. 515-573-2121. 600 or so residents. Friendship Village, 600 Park Lane, Waterloo, Iowa 50702. 319-291-8100. 350 or so residents. Methwick, 1224, 13th St. Northwest. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 52405. 319-365-9171. Ridgecrest. 4130 NW Boulevard. Davenport, Iowa, 52806. 319-391-3430. 400 or so residents. Kansas. Brewster Place. 1205 West 129th St. Topeka, KS 666611. 785-267-1666. 300 or so residents. Kansas Christian 1035 Southeast 3rd St. Newton, Kansas 67114. 316-283-6600. Lakeview. 9100 Park St. Lenexa, Kansas 66215. 913-888-1900. Topeka Presbyterian Manor. 4712 West 6th St. Topeka, Kansas 66606. 913-272-6510. 220 or so residents. Wesley Towers. 700 Monterey Place. Hutchinson, Kansas 67502. 316-663-9175. Kentucky. Westminster Tur. 2116 Buccal Bank Road. Louisville, Kentucky 40218. 502-499-9383. 200 or so residents. Louisiana. Azalea Estates. Slidell, Law. 800-584-4532. Live Oak. 600 E Flournoy Lucas RD. Shreveport, Louisiana 71115. 318-797-1900. 220 or so residents. St. James PL. 333 Lee Drive. Baton Rouge, Louisiana 70808. 504-769-1407. 220 or so residents. Maryland. Asbury Methodist Village. 201 Russell Avenue. Gaithersburg, Maryland 20877. 301-330-3000. 500 or so residents. Augsburg Lutheran Home 6811 Campfield Road. Baltimore, Maryland 21207. 410-486-4573. Broadmead. 13801 York Road. Caucusville, Maryland 21030. 410-527-1900. Carroll Lutheranville. 205 St. Mark Way. Westminster, Maryland 21158. 410-848-0090. Charleston. 711 Maiden Choice Lane. Baltimore, Maryland 21228. 410-247-3400. 380 or so residents. Collington Episcopal. 10450 Lotsford Road. Mitchellville, Maryland 20721. 301-925-7702. Edenwald. 800 Southerly Road. Towson, Maryland 21286. 410-339-6000. Fairhaven. 7200 3rd Avenue. Sykesville, Maryland 21784. 410-795-8800. 400 or so residents. Roland PK. 830 West 40th St. Baltimore, Maryland 21211. 410-243-5800. WM. Hill Manor. 501 Dutchman's LN. Easton, Maryland 21601. 301-822-8888. 200 or so residents. Massachusetts. Brookhaven. 1010 Waltham St. Lexington, Massachusetts 02173. 781-863-9660. Carlton Willard. 100 Old Billershire Road. Bedford, Massachusetts 01730. 781-275-8700. 360 or so residents. Loomis House. 298 Jarvis Avenue. Holyoke, Massachusetts 01040. 413-538-7551. 150 or so residents. North Hill. 865 Central Avenue. Needham, Massachusetts 02192. 781-444-9910. 500 or so residents. Michigan. Friendship Village. 1400 North Drake Road. Kalamazoo, Michigan 49007. 616-638-1560. 360 or so residents. Glacier Hills. 1200 Earhart Road. Ann Arbor, Michigan 48105. 313-769-6410. 320 or so residents. Vista Grande Villa. 2251 Springport Road. Jackson, Michigan 49202. 517-787-0222. 300 or so residents. Minnesota. Covenant Manor. 5800 St. Croix Ave. Minneapolis, Minnesota 55422. 612-546-6125. 120 or so residents. Thorncrest. 1201 Garfield Avenue. Albert Lee, Minnesota 56007. 507-373-2311. 180 or so residents. Missouri. Friendship Village. 12503 Village Circle Drive. St. Louis, Missouri 63127. 314-842-6840. 500 or so residents. Friendship Village. 15201 Olive St. Chesterfield, Missouri 63017. 314-532-1515. 330 or so residents. Kingswood. 10,000 Wernal Road. KC, Missouri 64114. 816-942-0994. Lenore. 3612 Lenore St. Columbia, Missouri 65201. 573-876-5800. Village North. 11160 Village N Drive. St. Louis, Missouri 63136. 200 or so residents. Nebraska. Northfield Villa. 2250 21st St. Gering, Nebraska 69241. 308-436-3101. 120 or so residents. Skyline Manor. 7300 Graceland Drive. Omaha, Nebraska 68134. 402-572-5753. 600 or so residents. New Hampshire. Hunt. 10 Alds St. Nashua, New Hampshire 03060. 603-882-6511. 200 or so residents. Kendall. 80 Lime Road. Hanover, New Hampshire 03755. 603-643-8900. New Jersey. Cadbury. 2150 Route 38. Cherry Hill, New Jersey 08002. 609-667-45550. 300 or so residents. Crestwood. 50 Lacey Road. Whiting, New Jersey 08759. 732-849-2747. Harrogate. 52570 Northern Ocean Plaza. Lakewood, New Jersey 08701. 201-363-5099. Meadow Lakes. 200 Etra Road. Hightstown, New Jersey 08520. 609-426-6801. Medford, Lees. RT 70. Medford, New Jersey 08055. 609-654-3000. 500 or so residents. Monroeville. 1 David Brainerd Drive. Jamesburg, New Jersey 08831. 215-624-5800. Navesink. 40 Riverside Avenue. Red Bank, New Jersey 07701. 732-842-3400. New Mexico. Lanson. 1900 Lanson Drive. Carlsbad, New Mexico 88220. 505-887-2894. 200 or so residents. La Vidalina. 10501 La Grima de Oro. Albuquerque, New Mexico 87111. 505-296-6700. 300 or so residents. New York. Eddie Memorial. 2256 Burdett Avenue. Troy, New York 12180. 518-274-9890. 200 or so residents. Creecrest. Millbrook, New York 12545. 914-677-5041. 100 or so residents. North Carolina. Carroll Woods. 750 Weaver Dairy Road. Chapel Hill, North Carolina 27514. 919-968-4511. 330 or so residents. Carolina Meadows. 100 Carolina Meadows. Chapel Hill, North Carolina 27514. 919-942-4014. Carolina Village. 600 Carolina Village Road. Hendersonville, North Carolina 28739. 704-692-6275. 350 or so residents. Friends. 925 New Garden Road. Greensboro, North Carolina 27410. 919-292-8187. 350 or so residents. Given Sweeten Creek RD. Asheville, North Carolina 28803. 704-274-4800. Methodist Home. 3420 Shamrock Drive. Charlotte, North Carolina 28215. 704-537-9731. 600 or so residents. Moravian 5401 Indiana Avenue. Winston-Salem, NC 27106. 336-767-8130. Plantation. 701 Plantation Estates. Matthews, North Carolina 28105. 704-845-5900. Presbyterian Home. 201 Greensboro. High PT, NC 27260. 336-883-9111. Scotia Village. 2200 Elm Avenue. Laurinburg, North Carolina 28352. 910-277-2000. Spring Moor. 1500 Sawmill Road. Raleigh, North Carolina 27615. 919-848-7000. Triad United Methodist. 1240 Arbor Road. Winston-Salem, NC 27104. 724-7921. Twin Lakes. 100 Wade Coble Drive, Burlington, North Carolina 27215. 336-538-1400. Ohio. Bethany Lutheran 6445 Far Hills Avenue, Dayton, Ohio 45459. 937-433-2110. Breckenridgeville. 36855 Ridge Road, Willoughby, Ohio 44094. 440-942-4342. Bristolville. 111 Wendy Lane, Waverly, Ohio 45690. 740-947-2118. Copeland Oaks. 800 South 15th St. Sebring, Ohio 44672. 330-938-6126. 500 or so residents. Dorothy Love. 3003 West Cisco Road, Sydney, Ohio 45365. 937-498-2391. Elyria United Methodist. 807 West Avenue, Elyria, Ohio 44035. 440-284-9000. First Community. 1800 Riverside Drive, Columbus, Ohio 43212. 614-486-9511. 440 or so residents. Friendship 5800 Forest Hills Boulevard, Columbus, Ohio 43229. 614-890-8282. 400 or so residents. Judson Manor. 1890 East 107th St. Cleveland, Ohio 44106. 216-791-2555. Judson, PK. 2181 Ambleside Road, Cleveland, Ohio 44106. 216-791-2158. Kendall. 600 Kendall Drive, Oberlin, Ohio 44074. 440-775-0094. Laurel Lake. 200 Laurel Lake Drive, Hudson, Ohio 44236. 330-656-3651. Lanfair 1701 Lanfair Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio 45224. 513-681-4230. Maple Knoll. 11100 Springfield Pike, Springdale, Ohio 45246. 513-782-2411. MT Pleasant. 225 Britain, Monroe, Ohio 45050-1154. 513-539-7391. Otterbein, Lebanon. 585 North St. Route 741, Lebanon, Ohio 45036. 513-932-2020. Otterbein, St. Mary's. 11230 State Route 364, St. Mary's, 045,885. 419-394-2366. Park Vista. 1216 5th Avenue, Youngstown, Ohio 44504. 330-746-2944. Renaissance, The. 26376 John Road, Olmsted Township, Ohio 44138. 440-235-7100. Rocky Knoll. 1150 West Market St. Akron, Ohio 44313. 330-867-2150. Twin Towers. 5343 Hamilton Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio 45224. 513-853-2000. Wesley Glen. 5155 North High St. Columbus, Ohio 43214. 614-888-7492. Westminster Thurber. 717 Neal Avenue. Columbus, Ohio 43215. 614-228-8888. Westover. 855 Stahlheber Road. Hamilton, Ohio 45013. 513-895-9539. Oklahoma. Epworth. 14901 North Pennsylvania Avenue. OKC, Oklahoma 73134. 405-752-1200. Franciscan Villa. 17130 East 51st St. Tulsa, Oklahoma 74012. 918-355-1596. 130 or so residents. Oklahoma Christian Home. 906 North Boulevard. Edmond, Oklahoma 73034. 405-341-0810. Spanish Cove. 1401 Cornwell. Yukon, Oklahoma 73099. 405-354-1901. 200 or so residents. Oregon. Beaverton Lodge. Beaverton, or 800-355-6343. Capitol Manor. 1955 Dallas Highway. Salem, Oregon 97304. 503-362-4101. 330 or so residents. Friendship Manor. 1301 East Fulton St. Newark, Oregon 97132. 503-538-3144. 230 or so residents. Holiday Park Plaza. 1300 Northeast 16th Avenue. Portland, Oregon 97232. 503-288-6671. Mennonite Home. 5353 Southeast Columbus. Albany, Oregon 97321. 541-928-7232. Rogue Valley. 1200 Miramar Avenue. Medford, Oregon 97504. 541-857-7777. Terwilliger Plaza. 254 Southwest Terwilliger Boulevard. Portland, Oregon 97201. 530-226-4911. Williamette View. 12705 Southeast River Road. Portland, Oregon 97222. 503-654-6581. Pennsylvania. Beaumont 601 Enithan. Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania 19010. 610-526-7000. Bethany. 325 Wesley Drive. Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania 17055. 717-766-0279. 360 or so residents. Brethren Home 2990 Carlisle Pike. New Oxford, Pennsylvania 17350. 717-624-2161. Brethren Village. 3001 Liddites Pike. Lancaster, Pennsylvania 17606. 717-569-2657. Cathedral. 600 East Cathedral Road. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19128. 215-487-1300. 400 or so residents. Cornwall. Pog 125. Cornwall, Pennsylvania 17016. 717-273-2647. Crosslands. Pog 100. Kennett Square, PA 19348. 610-388-5594. Dunwoody. 3500 Westchester Pike. Newtown SQ, PA 19073. 610-359-4511. Evangelical 8401, Roosevelt Boulevard, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19152. 215-624-5800. FT. Washington. 1264 feet. Washington Ave. FT. Washington, Pennsylvania 19034. 215-542-8787. Fowlkes Way. 1120 Meeting House Road, Gwinnett, Pennsylvania 19436. 215-283-7005. Foxdaleville. 500 East Marlin Avenue, State College, Pennsylvania 16801. 814-238-3322. Granite Farms. 1343 West Baltimore Pike, Wawa, Pennsylvania 19063. 610-358-3440. Green Ridge. 210 Big Spring Road, Newsville, Pennsylvania 17241. 717-776-8238. Gwinnett Estates. 301 Norristown Road, Ambler, Pennsylvania 19002. 215-628-8840. Highlands. 2000 Cambridge Avenue, Wyomissing, Pennsylvania 19610. 610-775-2300. Kendall. POG 100. Kennett Square, PA 19348. 610-388-7001. Landis RT3. Lititz, Pennsylvania 17543. 717-569-3271. 350 or so residents. Loss/Passivant. 401 South Main St. Zelienople, Pennsylvania 16063. 412-452-5400. Lima. 411 North Middletown Road, Glen Riddle, Pennsylvania 19037. 610-565-7020. Luther Crest. 800 Houseman Road, Allentown, Pennsylvania 18014. 610-398-8011. Lutheran Community. 235 North Washington St. Telford, Pennsylvania 18969. 215-723-9819. Martins Run. 11 Martins Run, Media, Pennsylvania 19063. 610-353-7660. Meadowhead. 3205 Skippack Pike, Worcester, PA 194,890. 610-584-1000. Menno. 2075 Scotland Avenue, Chambersburg, Pennsylvania 17201. 717-263-8545. Mennonite Home. 1520 Harrisburg Pike, Lancaster, Pennsylvania 17601. 717-393-1301. Messiahville. 100 MT Allen Drive, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania 17055. 717-697-4666. Moravian Hall. 175 West North St. Nazareth, Pennsylvania 18064. Moravian Manor. 300 West Lemon St. Lititz, Pennsylvania 17543. 717-626-0214. Normandy 1801 Morris Road, Blue Bell, Pennsylvania 19422. 215-699-8721. Pennswood Village. RT 413. Newtown, Pennsylvania 18940. 968-9110. 400 or so residents. Philadelphia Protestant Home. 6500 Tabor Road. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19111. 215-697-8000. Pine Run. 777 Ferry Road. Doylestown, Pennsylvania 18901. 215-345-9000. Rosemont Presbyterian. 404 Cheswick Place. Rosemont, Pennsylvania 19010. 610-527-6500. Rydal, PK. 1515 Fairway. Rydal, Pennsylvania 19046. 215-885-6800. St. Andrews. 1155 Indian Springs Road. Indiana, Pennsylvania 15701. 412-349-4870. San Barnabas. 5850 Meridian Road. Gibsonia, Pennsylvania 15044. 412-443-0700. 320 or so residents. Sherwood Oaks. 100 Norman Drive. Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania 16066. 412-776-8100. Simpson House. 2101 Belmont Avenue. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19131. 215-873-3600. Southampton. 238 Street Road. Southampton, Pennsylvania 18966. 215-364-0500. Spring House. 728 Norristown Road. Lower Gwinnett, Pennsylvania 19002. 215-628-8110. Stapley. 6300 Green St. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19144. 215-844-0700. Telhigh. Beaver Dam RD. Honeybrook, Pennsylvania 19344. 610-273-9333. Tower CT. 1 South Home Avenue. Topton, Pennsylvania 19562. 610-682-1266. Valley View. 4702 East Main St. Belleville, Pennsylvania 17004. 717-935-2105. Ware Presbyterian. 7 East Locust St. Oxford, Pennsylvania 19363. 610-998-2400. Waverly HTS. 1400 Waverly Road. Gladwine, Pennsylvania 19035. 610-645-8607. Westminsterville. 803 North Winetta St. Allentown, Pennsylvania 18103. 610-434-6245. Willow Valley. 300 Willow Valley Lakes Willow St. PA 17584. 717-464-0800. Willow Valley North. 600 Willow Valley Square. Lancaster, Pennsylvania 17602. 717-464-0800. Willow Valley Manor. 211 Willow Valley Square. Lancaster, Pennsylvania 17602. 717-464-5478. South Carolina. Heritage Hills. 1110 Marshall Road. Greenwood, South Carolina 29646. 803-227-1220. 200 or so residents. Martha Franks Baptist. 1 Martha Franks Drive. Lawrence, South Carolina 29360. 864-984-4541.